By the way, you do know that I have two graduate degrees from UVA.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I can tell you though, I am a member of the Jefferson Society,
Well, that's good.
and we are a bunch of conservative alumni who are trying to get the current president, who is not well respected by the responsible former business graduates. I went to the Darden School, and obviously one of the best MBA programs out there, along with Duke's MBA program, by the way. And so it's a very interesting situation. But anyway, so our third question is, what advice would you give to parents seeking to send their high school students to college at this time? I mean, I'm a grandparent at this point, but I sure as heck as a parent don't want my kids sent to be turned into commies or into, white hating people. I want them to love all different kinds of people and races.
I think your sentiment is shared by the vast majority of people in this country, and want nothing to do, who want nothing to do with this noxious, toxic ideology propounded by DEI people. I think one of the biggest things that a parent can do, and I'm going to give several, the biggest things is to recognize that DEI is not benign, it's not harmless, it is a concerted assault on the students, and I mean all students, because it basically slots students and teaches them in these indoctrination sessions, teaches them that you're either a villain or you are a victim, whether you recognize it or not. As if you're a villain, you're a white person, well, you have to confess your complicity in a white racist, white supremacist society. If you happen to be a minority, of course, people of color, that depends on the occasion. As you quite rightly mentioned, that Asian students, Asian American students were part and parcel of this Supreme Court decision, Students for Fair Admissions, attacking Harvard for its racially discriminatory admissions policy. And so, depending on the circumstances, Asian Americans are considered people of color unless they butt against this notion that they're oppressed, in which case they become what is called white adjacent. And this indicates that they share in some uncertain way the privilege that is bequeathed to white folks. And so I think that parents need to understand that this is the reality of the college campus, that there are dozens upon dozens of people on every campus in America that subscribe to this DEI front stage, but basically also subscribe to the backstage noxious content of this binary worldview of evil and good, oppressors and oppressed, and want to teach this to college students, faculty, and staff as well. And the best thing to do is to understand this. Students should understand this as well. Brutal Minds, my book, and DEI Exposed act as a wonderful companion volume, because DEI Exposed is a continuation of that into the bizarre, mysticized world of DEI. And it tells you how to recognize when you are in a threat situation. Now, the long-term reformation of our universities is going to be just that. It's a long-term project. But what you can do right now as a student or a parent of a student is recognize the dangers, not necessarily opt out, not necessarily not go to a place like Columbia. Well, Columbia, maybe you don't want to go. Okay, but go to a place like Penn, you go to a place like Duke, you go to a place like Harvard, you go to a place like Drexel. Recognize that there are things that you can do to fight against these folks. And we're not talking about, literally chest thumping and chest bumping with the bad guys on the campus. It means understanding how to emasculate them through your lack of participation in what is patently illegal activity on the case of people who are trying to indoctrinate you and conduct it's called human subject experimentation, and people are protected from the Office of Human Research Protections, a federal agency. And once you understand your rights as a human being, your rights as an American citizen on the college campus, increasingly so at private schools like Drexel and like Penn, once you understand that and understand that there are avenues of complaint that the Department of Education has just set up, where you can take one of your complaints, if you're not happy with what's going on, take it straight to the federal government. And the federal government has been incredibly responsive, as I think you know, up to this point, and I foresee more of that. And so there are avenues I would say complaint, of communication, not necessarily complaint, but a communication that things are not right at XYZ school. And we want you to come look at what we're doing here and find out, discover through the process of transparency, if indeed there is something untoward happening, and then do something about it.
This is Dr. David D. Schein. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at the brushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.